Tara and Andy's film reviews on OurGamers.co.uk.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
We do have to say other stuff apart from that, you know.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to be discussing Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb in today's film review. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very excited.
You're very excited. Yes. You've got a funny way of showing it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is, of course, the third instalment of the Night at the Museum films.
Yes, it is.
It is classified PG. The director for this is Shawn, who also directed the other two Night at the Museum films. Now, we'll get into this a bit later. I kind of thought that it was a different director for this film because of the way it was.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, and then I thought, I better check if it's a different director. And it's actually the same, so he's come a long way.
I'm up for talking about that a bit later on.
Yeah, and he's developed quite a bit, so that's good. Lead actors starring in this film include Ben Stiller, obviously. He needs to be in this. Robin Williams and Owen Wilson. Those are just a few. I mean, again, quite a few.
There are so many.
Yeah, I can only mention a few at a time, but we'll just stick with those three. And then, of course, there's the genre. It's an adventure comedy family film. The running time, it's a decent running time, not too long, not too short. It is 98 minutes.
It's just right.
Just right. It's the kind of thing I like, hour and a half sort of thing, you know.
For a family film, that's good length.
Yeah, exactly. And just in brief, Larry spans the globe, uniting favourite and new characters. That's what I love so much. New characters while embarking on an epic quest to save the magic before it is gone forever. Now, already from that, it shows that the story for this film was a lot more serious than the previous films.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So we'll just go straight into that, shall we? We'll talk about the scenes and the story. I thought, first of all, you could see the direction for this was a lot different to the previous films. The opening scene was way interesting, very different to the previous films, and way more serious.
Yes, yeah. Previously, they've had light-hearted starts and not related to the characters straight away. It was like just Ben Stiller's character originally. Yeah,
just how he's doing and, jobless or not.
This one's back in the past, setting the scene properly.
Yeah, exactly. How it all started, sort of thing. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I really like this.
It is nice that they finally explain it all. Where it come from.
Yeah, I quite like that. I wrote a note here. Ooh, foreboding. I actually wrote that. They had quite a few foreshadowing and foreboding moments in this film as well, which is quite nice. Yeah. It was quite a funny film, as to be expected, because this is, it's a comedy film. If comedy's the genre, then it better, make sure it's that. But it is what you expect. As with the previous Night at the Museum films, it is quite funny. Loads of hilarious moments, and the same sort of characters that made you giggle in the previous ones are the ones that get you giggling again.
You're thinking about the monkey, aren't you?
The little capuchin monkey, the little cappuccino. I always want to say cappuccino, but capuchin monkey, yes. And of course the little figurines as well. The Roman,
Roman the cowboy.
The cowboy. I think it's Jed and Octavius. I want to say their names. But yeah, they make me giggle. Jedediah. I kind of like saying that name. I don't know why. My new favourite word.
Fair enough.
Any other notes? Have you got anything
there is some suspense in the film.
Definitely.
Nothing like sort of proper panicky for kids, but they're going to enjoy it.
Panicky enough for me, though.
It is panicky enough for you.
There were a few serious, because of the seriousness of the film. Don't get me wrong, they balanced it perfectly. It was funny and light-hearted, but it did have darker moments in it, because it was just... But yeah, we can't really give anything away, but because it's about the magic, they're trying to keep the magic of the sort of, what's it called, the golden tablet sort of thing.
That commemorative tablet.
Oh my gosh, you're so much better than me. What's in your coffee? I want it. So I can't believe you remember the name of that. Did you make a note or something?
That was the Tomb of Uckman, wasn't it? It was a tablet and everything. I know this stuff. I know what I'm talking about. I paid attention to the films.
I was just looking at the cappuccino monkey. Dex, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dexter, yeah.
Well, yeah, Dexter, I know, but the nickname Dex. We're getting carried away here. What were we trying to talk about? Oh, just because obviously it has more serious moments in it, because they're trying to make sure the magic isn't lost forever. So that's a really serious thing, because without that magic thingy of Uckman Ra...
tablet. You remembered the hard
There are no characters apart from Ben Stiller, and that's it. So
yes, yeah. The tablet is losing its power.
Exactly.
You need to repair it, otherwise it will stop being what it is.
Yeah. Quite an interesting fix to it at the end, though.
Yes.
It was... I loved your eyebrows, though. So confused. Okay, so we've talked about the fact that it's a more intense, scary film to the previous ones. Definitely a more serious storyline to this one.
If this does end the film trilogy series, whatever you want to class it as, it'll be a good ending.
I think so as well. Yeah. I mean, we'll see if they ever do decide to come back and make a fourth, but I would actually be really happy for it to end here as well.
Yeah.
It was a nice
ending. It's a good run.
Yeah, exactly. You know, leave it while it's on a high sort of thing.
Yeah.
There were, however, some really weird and unnecessarily silly moments in the film.
I think I know what you're going to say. It's for kids.
I can't say it. No, but that was disturbing for kids as well. Like, I couldn't believe that was happening. But yeah, no, it is funny. Don't worry. Maybe it's just my sense of humour. I just was shocked when I saw it, but they put it in there. It was a bit funny. I was just gasping.
I just want to put a little acknowledgement here. It's not that bad. It's just...
It's just me. I was just shocked by it. But anyway.
It's for fun.
The kids were okay with it. And I was like, what am I watching? And obviously, as we've previously mentioned as well, I do love how Jedediah and Octavius, the little figurine guys, are always in life, because they're so small, like the simplest little things are life-threatening situations for them, and it makes it so funny.
It is,
especially when they cut the shots so that it's like how they perceive it and how it is for a normal person.
Example, in the second film, we'll use it because we can, it's like a spoiler now, when they're bursting the tyre on the van, letting the air out.
I think that's in the first one.
Is it the first? That is the first
it's
one.
The first
right,
one.
It's even longer ago.
And for them, it's like this massive air coming out.
They're all getting blown away, don't they? It's just the two of them at the end of it.
And when you zoom out and it's just for normal people, it's like you can't even tell that there's air coming out.
There's a little bit of air coming out the tyre. You can't even...
So I love that. I absolutely love that they do that about the film. But anyway, that's all I have to say really about the scenes and the story. Anything else you wish to add?
Nah, I'm looking forward to seeing it again though sometime.
Yeah, I do. I can't wait to see it again, to be honest. Okay, we'll be talking about location, which is another really massive factor, I think. Something I really enjoyed about this film. In the second hour for the film review, we are discussing Night at the Museum, the third one, which is known as Secret of the Tomb. Thank you. For once, it's not me doing it. It's always weird if I do it. And we're now moving on to location, which is a massive factor, personally, for anyone here, I would say, in the UK.
Yes.
Near London.
I thought you meant here as in the studio.
Well, that too. I thought it was a nice change of location and a great way to introduce loads of new and exciting characters and artifacts, which give them just endless possibilities.
Yes.
Now, the reason why I think I really could relate and enjoy this film, and maybe enjoy it a bit more, especially compared to the second, is it was an appealing location due to the familiarity with the museum. It was, I believe, the British Museum in London. And I guess that's why I enjoyed it a bit more. It's a real place. I mean, obviously the other places are real as well. The Smithsonian's definitely real, obviously.
And the New York City one is as well.
Yeah, so they're all real. But this one is one that I've actually visited and experienced, and that's why I think it's so cool to think that these artifacts would come to life if I was there, because I've actually been there. So maybe that's a factor about it that made me enjoy this film.
I agree. It was very nice in a location that I'd been to and experienced myself.
Yeah.
You know, seeing all the exhibits that I've seen physically there.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to go again.
It does. I have a massive note in capital letters. I really badly want to visit the museum again.
So you're shouting that on the paper?
I am shouting it at myself. Shouting it at myself to remind me to go. So that's one thing that I'm going to do this year. Fancy coming along, Andy? Let's both go to the museum. Be like, that could have come to life. That could have come to life. Just imagine. There was a new room in there, though, because I haven't been for a few years.
Same.
And one of the really cool scenes, obviously we can't really mention it here, but I assume that is actually there, in which case I would love to go see that if it's still there. So I have to go. Visit the museum. You'll probably kind of figure it out when you get there what I'm talking about.
But see the film so you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. See the film. It's an intense save your life, save everything sort of moment within the film. It's very cool, and the room just looks really amazing, and the artifact does as well. So I would definitely love to go see that.
I guess
they're doing a good job at really advertising your museums as well, isn't it? Like, go visit, because it really makes you. It made me really want to go visit. It makes you really want to go visit.
Yes,
so they've done a good job there, haven't they? Anyways,
I really fancied seeing the New York one and the Smithsonian after seeing those films as well. But obviously that's a bit more of a trek. It's not really a weekend.
It's a bit further away, a bit more expensive to get there. But yeah, I agree. Let's try and get around loads of museums this year, Andy. There we go.
New Year's resolution.
New Year's resolution. I'm trying to do well with my ones. Have you got any?
No.
Do you know what? I'll write you up some.
No.
I got one I mentioned on my Friday show about reading more.
Oh, I hear you're sticking to that, actually.
I have done really well since Friday night. I know it's only been 2 nights. We'll see how long it lasts. But I've been reading a chapter a night of a book that I've really badly wanted to get back into.
Well, 18 days after the New Year's resolutions were set.
It's never too late to start, and so far so good. 2 nights in a row I've read my chapter. I could have not done it yesterday, but I forced myself, so that already shows something.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Stop
Pat on
mocking
the
me.
head.
Thank you very much. Anyway, stop being so patronising. Those are our notes regarding the location, which is another great factor about this film that you may quite enjoy.
It is an amazing factor.
We are now moving on to a topic that's actually only got like 1 note in it, to be honest.
I've got a couple.
We're talking about the CGI and special effects. Take it away, Andy, because mine's just silly.
From the start, the special effects was well done.
Yes, it was.
Yep, there was quite a lot, not the very initial scene, but the second scene into the film. And it's very well done. And they didn't overdo it for the rest of the film, though.
Yeah, which is quite nice.
Yes, yeah, they didn't. They could use real people. They used real people.
Yes. do you want to hear my note about the CGI?
Go on, then.
Very good.
Yes, it was. Well done.
I mean, this is quite an obvious thing to say, but to be honest, it is a pretty vital aspect in a film where, artifacts have to animate and come to life. So it's important for the CGI to be good. And it was very good.
It's a vital aspect, and your description was very good.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, it is. Well, that's all I have to say about it. Just keep it brief and simple, eh? It was good though, and it's just, especially when you have seen, in the British Museum, when you have seen these artefacts yourself, so you want it to look quite realistic when they've come to life. They can't really cheat on that, because it's like, I know what that looks like, so that should look like that if it were to come to life.
They did do a good job.
So yeah, I quite liked it a lot. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say with the, like I said, it's very good. With the CGI, I think we're pretty much done in regards to all of our notes with this film. It's quite an enjoyable one. We have still got the rating on the way for you very, very shortly. I'm curious to see what you will have to say, Andy. I'm always curious, to be honest.
Yes, you are.
And we'll see, obviously, what I have to say. I wonder if we end up having the same again. Oh, dear. Wrapping up the film review, we're discussing Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb, the 3rd instalment of the Night at the Museum films. And it's time for the rating. Andy, take it away.
But you my rating already?
Yeah.
7.
Oh, for goodness sake, Andy.
Okay, I'll change
I've got
it.
7. No, you can't.
7.5. 7 and 3/4.
7 1/4. I'll just go with I have 7 out of 10. Basically, I did thoroughly enjoy it. It's a good film. I enjoyed it a lot more than the second one, which is a bit weird.
I'll completely agree with that statement.
I loved the first one and the third one, and it's quite hard because normally sequels aren't ever as good as the first one.
I was about to say that. I'll agree. Sequels never seem to be as good as the first one.
Yeah, there's all that pressure, but this one did a really good job.
Really well.
I think I would have given it an 8, but like I said, I was just there were a few moments in it that were probably a bit unnecessary, I think.
Well, don't worry, I gave it 7 3/4. We'll round that up, that's an 8.
But I'm sticking to 7. And the rating it has gotten at the moment is a 6.6. Anything else you want to
The
add?
returning cast, spot on.
Yes.
Done a really good job. Characters all portrayed well, especially the conditions they were under, and
Yep.
also the new addition to the cast, the Lancelot character. Very good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, very well done. The chemistry with all the characters.
Oh yeah, he done
worked
really well to fit in with the rest of them.
Yeah. And it's
big
believable
boots.
again.
Yes, big boots to fill.
Yes, definitely.
Thanks to Cineworld Festival Leisure Park Basildon for the best experience around.